Here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion. Now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Look at this, going deep right away. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. In motion, the slot man right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's caught. He's got Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Hurts tucks it, starts running. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Vidal. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Here's a give to Vidal. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. There could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Here's Vidal on the zone read. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
4 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. This line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Herbert from the gun. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Gibson now to return. Things going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. And again, here's Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the 2nd. And it is enough time to put something together. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Dump off, caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need something positive here. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. They'll run here following the penalty. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. It brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Gets this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Hurts to throw. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Hurts. And he sure gave his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Hurts looking to throw. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. He's going for it himself. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. What a play to beat this defense on fourth down. 23 yards and a first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They're gonna run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're gonna have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Vidal. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 30-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They motion the tight end over. They stay on the ground with Vidal. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Herbert now to throw on third. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt team on the field. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They send him left out of the slot. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled for a short gain. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagle first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
First down, a run with Barkley. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Vidal on the give. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Herbert on first down. This will be caught by Vidal. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Give him 13 on that play. And that's gonna be good for an LA first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the red zone on first. Couldn't find a completion on first down. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. This is not going to help their cause ahead of 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
He steps out of bounds behind
that just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
He's back to throw. Right side into the hands of Allen. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Zone read give here to Barkley.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Dallas Goedert.
No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
At the 18-yard
Just stay on
line.
schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. They're going to pass it here. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. LA uses a timeout here. It's second.
2 yards on
As
the
they'll
pickup.
meet and decide what
It's
to do on this second
and 8.
down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. They go to Barkley again. Makes a man miss. He's off. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner. That's going to seal this win.
He was brought down at
The Chargers calling timeouts. That's their last one.
14.
That's all they have.
First
So the
down,
offense free to
Eagles.
start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Well, it's a chance to run it here. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.